What's up, everybody? Welcome to the official Food Truck Podcast. We're talking to food truckers all over the land about their food truck adventures. And last week we had Josh Dussault. How do you say it? I know I'm saying it wrong, Josh.
Yeah, no, you said it right this time, Dussault. Like D-O-S-O. It's been called a lot of different things, believe me.
So Josh did such a good job last week, and people loved him that we asked him to be a co-host on the show moving forward, and he has agreed to the huge salary. And
Wait, we're live. Oh shit!
yeah, we're live, dude. Come on. So Josh from Deuce's Dogs is now co-hosting the show, and this week we have a special guest. I love this man. He is the nicest human being you could ever want to run across. And
he did give me a free taco.
He did?
Yes.
I had to pay for mine.
Oh, well, he's nicer to me than.
Well, you're Andrew Zimmer. You got the big bucks, baby.
Touche.
All right. Well, he's from Old Dad's Tacos in Toledo, Ohio. Mr. Warren Schmidt. Smitty, good morning. How are you?
I am well. I am very well today, man.
It's a Monday, and you are on the truck. A lot of food trucks take Mondays off and use that as a cleaning day, which is kind of what we usually do unless we have special events. But that's what you're doing on the truck today is cleaning, right? It's my least favorite day of the week.
Yeah, it's everyone's least favorite day of the week because that's the day, we take, I literally take this thing apart and, get all the little crumbs out of the nooks and crannies and put it back together, get ready for the next week. I'm lucky this week, though, because I haven't been out but one time last week, so.
Oh, yeah. I saw that you had a death in the family. Or I'm
sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Unfortunately, it was my wife's aunt, and she's has to take care of all of her estate and all that, and she's in Detroit. So every morning, we're up and we're on the road. If we can get out, we get out.
Yeah.
If we can, we can. So I don't look like. I think I'm gonna try to get out tomorrow, but if I can, I can't. Now,
Smitty, first of all, let me say, where'd you get the name Old Dad's Tacos? Where'd that come from?
That's what my grandkids call me. My grandkids call me Old Dad, and now as they're teenagers, right? They shortened, and now I'm Old D.
Old Dad. All right. Well, Old Dad.
Old Dad.
What's your best seller? Tell us about it. What's your best seller on the truck?
Actually, my best seller is the beef tacos. That's my beef tacos. I sell twice as all I sell is tacos and burritos. So the beef tacos they sell quite well.
And do you keep it simple to keep it fast, or what?
I try because listen, two things: tacos, burritos, chicken, beef.
I ain't mad about it.
And it's a lazy man's dream over here.
So you break out stuff quicker too, I'd imagine.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can. If I get a crew, because usually it's just my wife and I. But if I get a crew of three, we can crank them out. I got my next door neighbor. He works with me. I have a nephew. He works with me when he gets a chance. But we can crank out a few tacos.
Where did you get the recipe from, or did people say, "Man, your tacos are great, Old Dad"? How did this come about?
Should I give my secret away?
Uh-oh. No one's listening.
We'll edit that part out.
Yeah.
YouTube.
So you did that. So you did that. Go ahead. Finish, Smitty. You were going to say some more.
I always cook. I love to cook and stuff. And, I love tacos and things like that. And I wanted an original taco. I could have easily, got some taco mixing with there, but I wanted the original taco. So I went on YouTube, man, and I combed YouTube for, every.
You cut out a little.
You cut out for me too.
You cut out, Smitty. Your audio cut out.
Can you still see me? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Probably, I came up with a recipe, that I like and everyone else loves, and then my famous hot sauce, my grandkids call it Old Dad's Insanity sauce.
That sauce was warm. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty spicy, and I make it all. I make it all right here in the truck. And
it's funny. It's funny you say about YouTube, Smitty, because I opened a restaurant back in the day, and I had these balls, these I called them Andrews balls, but they were people liked them.
I loved your balls.
Thank Deuce.
My mom and I shared your balls one morning.
So here's what I did though, was I looked up like cheesy garlic bread or whatever, and I see all the recipes, and I looked at probably 100 recipes, and 90% of the ingredients were the same for all of them. So I knew the ingredients. Exactly. I knew the ingredients that I had to have, and then there were some recipes you'd find where they were out of the norm, where some ingredients like, that most of them don't have that, most don't have that. So I'd start putting those in a separate list, and then I just started testing until I came up with something that I thought was really good, and it had a lot of the traditional stuff, but it had some of the stuff that other people had put in, and it worked for us. I mean, it's the internet's a wonderful thing.
It is, because I pretty much base everything around that one recipe.
Mm-hmm.
I did the exact same thing. And I came up with what I liked. After watching, I watched everything from, women in their native villages,
right.
preparing goats, so
like goats.
I did. I watched it all, man, because remember, we were on quarantine. My time was my own. So, I did. I just, just got it down to what I wanted it to be. Some people seem to enjoy it.
Deuce, you were going to say something?
I forgot now.
Okay. Okay.
I have a short memory.
That's all right, man.
I was commenting on something you said, but
we'll get the timing right. It's good. Okay. So one thing I want to ask you, Smitty, is what I love about you is you're retired. I want to talk about your background. You don't have a food background.
No.
And so tell me about your background, and then how you came about starting a taco truck.
All right, my background, I'm retired Navy. I have 24 years in the Navy.
Yes.
Retired Navy, got out of the Navy. I went to work at Raceway Park as their parent mutual manager. And then Raceway Park, and then I went to Bowl Crane. And when the pandemic hit, I was, everyone was home. And one afternoon, I got to go see a buddy of mine, a friend of my son's, right? And he was hustling tacos, out of a place here in Alaska. And I said, man, this guy, he was doing really good. He's doing well, man. I said, man. And I don't know where there's something says, and I asked him, I said, man, would you ever think about getting a food truck? He said, yeah, I'll get a food truck. I said, okay. And just out of luck, I was talking to a buddy of mine. I said, I was thinking about getting a food truck. He said, well, I got a food truck. I got a truck. And it was a tool truck. Right. And he built it out, man. I mean, he built it out with wood. And so I bought that truck from him. I brought it home in my driveway, and I just started tearing it out. And I went back to YouTube. I did. I got a little bit of electricity back. I got a lot of electricity background. I love to build things. I went back to YouTube for ideas because it's only 6x8 in here.
Mm-hmm.
I had 6x8 feet to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a challenge.
So when you got the truck, it was totally wood inside, you said?
Yeah, it's totally wood. Right. You had about a 2.5 foot space you could walk into to get into the truck. Everything else was, wooden cabinets.
It's funny. For those wanting to get into the business, it's hot right now, so buying trucks are expensive. I mean, even the smallest truck, is $20,000-$30,000. If you have the ability, like you do, Smitty, to do it yourself, you can get in it very cheaply and be rolling. But you have to have those skills. You had those skills,
right?
And that was a huge benefit for you.
Well, yeah, it was. But you know what? A lot of times, you draw on resources from other people. Right? Sometimes we forget that if you ask someone, they will spill their guts. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I was lost at how I was gonna install my plugs and outlets.
Uh-huh.
It just wasn't
clicking,
registering with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a guy come by and just run one. I had him run just one leg. Right. And then I just went back, I gave him $35-$40. But then after that, I went back. I took what he put in apart, and I ran the rest of it
off of that.
Off of that.
Yeah.
You know, you have to watch people and you have to ask people. You have to talk to people. You know, what do you think I need for this? What do you think I need for that? You know, sometimes it's even to, if you have a thought about getting something done, go to the pros first, right? An estimate. Get an estimate, and an estimate will tell you a lot. An estimate will tell you, an estimate will tell you exactly what you know you need to do.
Yeah, that's true.
What needs to be repaired? What needs to be replaced?
Well, I used to have my car all the time. I used to take my car to the shop and get a free estimate. But now they charge the estimates nowadays. They caught on.
Yeah.
All right. So, Smitty, now what I love about you is like me. I'm this is my life. This is my job. This is what I have to do. Deuce. Now this is all of a sudden after last week. This is what he has to do. I love you, Smitty. You're retired. You and your wife do it. There's no, you have an income. There's no pressure for you to go.
Right.
You go out when you feel like going out. You go out for the length of time you feel like going out.
Right.
You don't have a tight schedule. You just kind of, hey, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go park somewhere and go a couple hours till I feel like I'm done.
Right. You know, I do it because I love food trucks and swap meets, man. I do. You know what? I think I see food trucks. I always see food trucks, and I always thought that's the most amazing shit in the world.
Well, I tell you what, like the night we were all at Banner, and like after we're all done, we kind of hang out there and talk. That's fun to me. Like it's like, all right, we did our thing, we made our money, we were all tired. Let's just all talk, you know.
It's funny, Deuce, that you say that. I'm the same way. For those that don't know, there's a place where all the food trucks, I guess when they don't have an event going on or whatever, everyone kind of congregates now at this one spot. And I look forward to those days because you don't know who's going to be there, and you get to hang out and talk to like you said, the other food truckers. It's just a good time. And what I love about it,
you get to eat off of all the trucks too.
Exactly. You get to try everyone's truck.
You know what? I never eat my food when I'm out.
No,
very rarely do I.
I go out. I look for other food trucks.
Very rarely do I, Smitty. It's not. They're like, you don't eat your own food. How? Well, it must be bad. No, I'm just tired of it. I've just been eating it for 2 years now. I very rarely eat my own food.
I'll grab a chili dog every now and then just to make sure the sauce still tastes right. But
right, exactly. But when you're cooking, you're tasting, I enjoy my food, but you know what? When you're out there, look, if I'm out there, you got 5 other food trucks out there, everything from barbecue to funnel cakes. Come on, man.
Well, and here's what I found too. I think it's different than any other industry I've ever been a part of. Everyone is so supportive. They'll help you with questions. It's a very supportive community. Would you guys agree?
Yeah. I'll have anybody with the industry. As long as you're not asking me how to make chili dog sauce, you got my support.
Everyone's friendly. It's a community, man. It is. It's a community. And
there's a couple bad seeds out there, but not many.
Yeah. A couple people, we'll park in a huddle somewhere, and you have some, they don't want to be in the huddle. They'll go way off in the corner. It's fine and dandy. I'd rather like being in the huddle. It's a festive kind of atmosphere.
Well, and I think with the food truckers, they realize there is strength in numbers. It's not really a competition. The more food trucks, the more people come, and everyone will get their piece. To me, I've always likened it to like the Central Avenue Strip where all the car dealers are. They're all there for a reason. They know that they're going to work. They're all in the same spot, and you pull enough people to that spot, everyone's going to get their piece, and that's kind of the mentality you have to have.
Hey, look, if all you got is Pizza Hut, it's not a food court.
I've told the story a couple times too, and I'm not even sure how it relates, but the guy that owns Vito's Pizza, he opened one in Perrysburg, and he had me at the grand opening, and I'm out there, and I'm like, Dave, Vito, I said I can see 7 pizza places from this standing here. I see 7 pizza places. What are you doing? He goes, that's perfect. That's what I want. He goes, all I need to do is take 10% from each one, and I'll make a living. And here it is a decade later, and it's their most successful store.
Hey,
so
something?
I didn't know.
some of my best days when I parked right across what's what Los Aguaves tacos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but some of the best days, man. I love those guys. They love me. You know, it's some of the best days I've had, man. I parked like we're window to window.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's true, you know, and tacos are just a different. Deuce, would you say tacos? I'd say tacos and hot dogs are a different animal. Because there's tons of taco trucks, there's tons of hot dog trucks. When you get away from both of those, you need to do something different, or you need to stand out. You need to do something, right. But everyone wants tacos and everyone wants hot dogs.
Yeah, you can put five taco trucks in a lot. They're all going to have lines. I mean, it's tacos.
Exactly. No, it's so true. All right, so Smitty, so you had never planned on doing this. You kind of fell into it because you got a truck and you found the recipe, and you love talking to people, which is great. You're such a people person. This is about to be perfect for you.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah. What would you say to give yourself some advice now that you've been doing it a little bit?
How long have you been doing it? What year is this for you?
This is my first year, man. I just started.
First season.
Yeah. You've been doing it a few months now. Going back to when you first started, what advice would you give yourself from when you first started?
Follow my own instincts. Okay, stop doubting myself. Okay. Because a lot of times, you know, I slowed myself down, you know, due to self-doubt. Right? Oh, man, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do the other. Or who's going to help me do this? Who's going to help me do that? That put me months behind, you know, expecting someone to come and help me. Yeah, really. Because, you know, you got a lot of guys, you know what? We got a lot of lads. We can talk a lot of crap back and forth, you know, here on the internet. We can talk a lot of crap when we run into each other at the mall. But when I say, hey, Andrew, can you come up and help me hang this range hood? We're breaking up. You're breaking up, you know?
Wait, I didn't know you knew me like that, Smitty. No, you're right.
But, you know, that's how it goes, man. You know, I would have no electricity at all if I hadn't, you know, damn near wrangled somebody to come over here and run one plug.
Well, and
you know, because I doubted myself.
I was about to say, how did you doubt yourself?
I could put that junction box in. You know.
Go ahead, Deuce.
And you have electrical background, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still doubted yourself. So, and I think we all do, really.
Like you said, like I retired from the Navy in 2006. So, you know, you get a little rusty.
Yeah, but like riding a bike, though. I mean, I'm sure you figured it out once you started.
Once I got started, you know, everything came back.
Once you get poked once, you remember.
You know what?
You know what? Zapped once, you remember how to do it.
Right.
You know what I love about this business, though, is that Smitty, you said you when it comes to relying on people, once your truck is up and going, you don't have to rely on anybody. You don't have the staffing issues that a restaurant has or another business has or whatever. You and your wife can run it. Deuce, you and your girl run it. You know, I can run it by myself, or I can get my girl if I need to do it, or I can get my kids or whatever. It's great in that you don't really have to rely on people. Now, I do have staff that works with me, but when it came down to it, like you said to me, when it comes to counting on people, the truck's going to go out. I can take the truck out by myself, and I know I'm not going to miss an event because I know that I'm not going to be unreliable. So this business, you don't have to count on a lot of other factors. A lot of it depends on yourself.
Yeah. See, just like with the issue I'm going through now, I don't have to depend on anybody. You know, the truck is, if I'm shut down for a week, I'm shut down for a week. Okay. Again, you know, but I have the luxury that I don't owe anybody on the truck. But, you know, if I'm shut down for a week, I'm just shut down for a week, and you know, I can get right back at it. You know, but I had to get out, man, at least one day last week because I was itching to get out.
I start to miss it a little bit too. If I take a weekend off, I mean, don't get me wrong, it feels good, but it's like, man, now it's a little bit different. I do it full time, but when I was only doing the weekends, I took a weekend off. I was like, I kind of missed going out, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and it's very similar. Like for me with radio, I don't know how to say this. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just kind of to get the point across. I'm saying I don't like going to to anything and be a commenter. I want to be like, when I was go to places, I'd be going there to work and be part of the party and blah blah blah. And it's same with food trucks. I like going to events where we're part of the party. I don't like going to events as commenters. I love going, and being feeding people, and people are loving your food and your vibe,
right,
that stuff. And
we did a wedding Saturday at Oak Shade Grove, and I said, asked if they had 220 hook up. They said yes. So I get there, and of course nothing hooked up to what I had. Mm-hmm. So it was we had lead cords ran everywhere to my truck. We had no exhaust hood, no lights. It was a hot, smoky day.
Hey.
It was. But we got it. We fed everybody.
I got to tell you, when my very first gig, we booked before I knew anything what I was doing. We booked a birthday party, and I told them, yeah, we got burgers, we got fries, we got everything. I didn't even have a fryer on the truck at the time, and I said, you know what we're gonna do is we're just gonna buy one of those fryers from like the outdoor fryers from like oh
God,
like one of the outdoor stores. I'm like, here, we put that out there, and then nothing was frying, and the propane lines weren't working. So I had a little electric griddle that I put on. It was an absolute disaster. Like, I can't believe this lady paid me, and she was actually happy. It was just such a disaster.
Well, it may have been a disaster in your eyes, but on the other side, it looks different to people. It's like
right. It does. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's true.
You could be having a pitiful day, but the customers are happy.
That's not really matter at the end of the day.
That makes a difference, because I've had days where nothing seemed to be going right, but the customers were happy as hell.
Well, and that's what it comes down to. As long as the food is good, how they got it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them. Right. They just want to, once they put it in their mouth, is it going to taste good or is it not going to taste good? Right. It's funny because I've done weddings my whole life, DJing weddings, and I always tell the bride, I said, things are going to go wrong. Don't focus on that, because in the end, people don't know what went wrong. They only know what happened. And as long as they leave at the end of the night and had a good time, you focusing on that other stuff is only hurting yourself as not enjoying your party. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
But you worry because you want to do a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
You want things to go smoothly.
Well, so this is my fifth. Yeah, you want to go so smooth. So I'm about to say this is my fifth season, and I would say 95% of the time we go out, I still get nervous leaving my driveway because I want to go out there and perform well. I want to go out there and make sure I do a good job. I want to make sure everybody's happy. So I still get nervous until I set up and get going. Man, it's weird.
I agree. I do the same thing. I make sure that I want to make, or if I'm running late, like I hate that. I get that nervous feeling, like even though it's not late, because I usually get to an event 2 hours early, but I don't want to be there, and I want to make sure everything's right. And I've seen a lot of performers interviews, and they say when you stop getting nervous, I mean, there's performers that after 20 years they still get nervous before they go on stage, but they say that that's healthy and that's a good thing.
Hey, your audio's going crazy. Now get this. Let me see if I can.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can you hear me? oh, hold on, Smitty. I think you got. Hold on. Let me look. I can see this. Unmute mic. Trying to. You gotta. Oh, I think you. I think you're good now, Smitty.
Yeah, your audio is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You sound good.
Yeah, your guys' audio is coming in really bad. I can't even understand what you're saying. Okay,
can you hear? Can you hear now or no?
I can hear you, but you're garbled. You sound like you're talking to a can.
Okay, well, I think that I mean, what is your long term? What is your? I mean, one last question. We'll let you go, Smitty. What is your long term goal with this? You think?
My long term goal, is that what you said?
Yeah.
My long term goal is I just want to. I just want to continue to be a part of the community. I'm not. You don't see me at a bunch of big events and stuff like that. You don't see. You see me just out and about. Right, and that's by design, bro. I'm not. Yeah, it's not. I'm not. I don't want to go down and do the, Toledo Fest, things like that. I like, being there with the. I like being there when you guys show up and everybody's, you got the crowd. It's kind of a carnival-like atmosphere, and I'm gonna do it until I just get tired of it and do something else.
It's awesome, man.
Then you can start older dad's tacos. Then you can start older's dad taco. Older's dads.
Older's dad.
It's hard to say.
Oh, that's your next
older dad.
That's your next.
Because I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this.
Last question, Smitty. What about would you ever look to expand your menu? I know it's hard to hear me. Are tacos and burritos? That's it. You're not going to stress yourself out. I'm doing those. That's what I'm doing.
Because you know what? I specifically don't have a deep fat fryer because I don't want to deal with it.
Oh, it's the devil.
I don't make birria tacos because I don't want to deal with it. You know, sometimes I don't even put drinks on the truck because I don't want to deal with it.
That's a good attitude. I love it.
I love it.
I want to deal with it.
Just, man, Smitty, it's refreshing hearing your retired attitude. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do and what I like to do. I'm not gonna stress myself out. I wish I had that attitude more.
Yeah, me too.
It's funny because
every time I park there buying my tacos.
It's funny. I saw a post from the funnel cake guy, Rashawn, over the weekend, and he said that his oil spilled everywhere and it was all over his truck. And I said at the time, man, I wish I didn't have to deal with oil. It is the devil. I hate dealing with oil. It makes you dirty. It makes your truck dirty. It makes everything dirty. I hate dealing with oil, but I make so much damn money off freaking oil that I can never quit it.
Exactly. But you know, I don't know, because I was looking at it. I saw a trailer the other day. I saw a trailer the other day, and I was looking at it. I don't know, after all the smoke clears around here and I get back out there the way that I want to. I'm going to try to get out some this week, but, I'm not sure if I can. But I might. I might, but I just don't want to fry nothing, man.
No. Just if you don't have to, stay out of it. Go ahead, Deuce. What are you going to say?
I'm about to say, it's definitely a mess, man. But like you said, it's a moneymaker. Fryers are moneymakers.
The freaking We're Americans. We're fat. We love fried shit.
They fry anything, man. Anything. They fry a Twinkie, man. I've never had a fried Twinkie. I want to try
My daughter loves fried Oreos. She loves fried Oreos.
Love fried Oreos, yeah.
Americans eat anything fried. That's who we are. Well,
fry it up.
Good talking to you, man. Smitty from Old Dad's Tacos. Look him up as you're driving around Toledo. You never know where he might pop up. Smitty, you're a good dude, man. Thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Right, thanks, man. I see you guys out there. Hey, Deuce, man, let me know where you're going to be, man. Come up,
sure.
Tacos and hot dogs. You can't beat it.
Yeah,
hot dogs.
Sure. Sounds good. We'll meet up.
Thank you, guys. All right, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Deuce, for agreeing to co-host, man. I love having you on the show, brother. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Later.